get Silksong's Platinum, you need to beat the game in 5 hours to get the Speedrunner trophy. Here are a few more tips to help you with your time. Very light spoilers for Acts 1 and 2. Up first, we have Rosary management. Rosaries are pretty scarce in the first act of the game, and you'll likely be running past enemies, so you won't be picking up any from their bodies. You may want to consider buying a few safety benches before boss fights, but in my opinion, the most important thing that you can spend your money on is the Bellheart fast travel station. In my run, I actually messed this up. I died to the Widow and lost all my rosaries, and so I didn't have enough money to buy the station. This came back to bite me because you really want to turn in the pale oil that you can find in the Whispering Vaults. I got the oil no problem, but realized that because the Bellheart station was still closed, there was no easy way to get back there. I had to bite the bullet and warp to the Marrow, and then run through the deep docks, the far fields, Greymoor. It was ugly. So make sure you open that station. Tip number 2 is some additional tool recommendations. On my run, I picked up the cogflies and the 3-fold pins, but there are some other decent options out there. In particular, the tacks will just melt the enemies in the Forum arena. You can get the tacks from a fetch quest in Sinner's Road, and because we're going through Sinner's Road to reach Phantom anyways, it's not too far out of your way. It'll take a little bit of time to farm the roach guts, but overall it shouldn't be too bad. And then finally, there's a few tricks that you can do to manipulate your save a bit. If you pause the game and select quit to menu, when you hop back in, you'll be at the last bench that you sat at. You can use this to save a bunch of time to avoid having to backtrack. Finally, when you hit a major checkpoint like getting a new item, the game itself creates a save state, and you can revert your file at any time to one of those states. So for example, if you get through Act 1 with a decent time, but then really struggle with the late game bosses, you don't have to restart completely. You can just revert to the save state at the start of Act 2. Follow for more Silksong content because